I sell their milk so that they can get food. They get fed better than I do.
You are abusing your animals.
No. I eat plenty of vegan meat.
Vegan meat? That's like saying I have plenty of black whites.
Pardon?
I've got loads of nighttime days.
Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Pull that video up.
If you're not a vegan, you're an animal abuser. Please elaborate.
All animal industries, they all murder animals to make profit from them. These industries subject animals to enslavement, torture, abuse and murder.
You've never visited my place.
How do you know?
Because if you had, you'd know that you're talking a load of shit. For a start, we don't, our animals, my bucks get the girls when the girls are in season, and it's their choice. We allow our kids to stay on their mother. We only take the excess milk.
But you're making profit from animals, right?
No, I sell their milk so that they can get food. They get fed better than I do.
You are abusing your animals.
No,
that's
I'm not.
What you do.
If I'm abusing my animals, why is it that I can call them by name and every single one of my animals come up and want to rub their faces on me?
Activists throwing around accusations of rape and molestation against a farmer is absolutely unhinged. This kind of extreme rhetoric doesn't help animals or create productive conversation. It just makes people defensive and shuts down any chance of dialogue. The farmer calmly explains his operation, like, he's not abusing animals. He's running a farm where livestock are cared for, and he makes a living providing dairy products. He even points out he feeds his animals better than he feeds himself, which shows the level of care he provides. You can advocate for veganism or animal welfare without accusing farmers of abuse. That's not activism, that's slander and defamation designed to shock rather than educate. The farmer handled it perfectly by staying calm and explaining reality instead of engaging with the hysteria. If you want to change people's minds about animal agriculture, have rational conversations about ethics and sustainability. Don't accuse hardworking people of crimes they didn't commit just because you disagree with their livelihood.
These vegans, you know, on TikTok. I mean, you need to eat more meat. You're looking a bit washed out.
I eat plenty of vegan meat.
Vegan meat? That's like saying I have plenty of black whites.
Pardon?
I've got loads of nighttime days.
Do you know what meat is?
Do I know what meat is?
Yeah, it's
yes,
food.
It is the
by definition, it's food.
The rotting carcass of a living animal, and it's delicious because God told us to eat meat.
Did God tell you to murder animals?
No, murder is a legal term. You cannot murder an animal.
By definition, murder is taking someone's life, whether they're a human, well, non-human animals or someone.
Right. You say that I abuse animals, you abuse plants. You're a plant killer.
So you eat a carnivore diet?
Yeah.
Full carnivore?
95%, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's disgusting.
That's what you say, but I actually believe that the animals give me the power that I hold today.
That's a supremacist attitude.
Cool.
Human supremacy.
Beautiful. What else?
I think that you abuse animals, and I don't think you're really conscious of the animals that suffer in the slaughterhouse for you.
If you say that I abuse animals, you abuse plants. You're a plant killer. Drag them out of
You're giving me really good content here, dude, eh? Because it's ridiculous. You compare an animal to a carrot and you sound like a fool.
Oh, cool. Do it your way, but if you're gonna come and touch my meat...
Pause.
Bro, we're gonna have a problem, man.
Wait, you're threatening me, mate?
No, I'm not saying anything.
What are you trying to threaten me for?
I'm just telling you that if you're gonna try to take my natural diet away from me...
What are you gonna do about it?
You are then going into my rights.
We're having a discussion,
You're going into my rights.
You're not getting blended up in a blender, dude.
This approach doesn't work because it's accusatory rather than constructive. The vegan activist could have asked better questions like, where are you getting the meat for your carnivore diet from? And tried to get him thinking about sourcing from quality farmers instead of mass production. They could have explained that adding more fruits and vegetables to the diet has benefits like better digestion, more nutrients, lower inflammation, actual practical information instead of moral accusations. That's how you actually get people to reconsider their choices. Give them useful information and better alternatives, not guilt and shame. On the other hand, the guy could have been more chill as well and not escalated the situation. When someone approaches you about diet, you don't have to get defensive and confrontational immediately. Both sides here failed to have a productive conversation. The activists used inflammatory language that guaranteed pushback, and the guy responded with aggression instead of just engaging calmly or walking away.
You made a specific point. You said this is the largest Holocaust. And I said, no, it's not. Animals eating other animals throughout the world, or they're eating far more animals.
What's the definition of a Holocaust?
What exactly?
Do you know what a Holocaust is?
Sweetie, the thing is...
No, you don't need to call me sweetie and degrade me, because you don't even know what a Holocaust is. It's deliberate mass murder.
Okay.
So what's happening in nature
a shark
is
not
deliberately
deliberately eating other fish?
It's not murder because they need to do it in order for their survival. It's not murder.
We are doing this for our survival. This is the optimal way for people to live.
So we should be dead then.
And maybe
God damn, there's a lot of stupid bastards walking around.
I'm not a vegan. I'm going to eat some meat somewhere. Yeah, if you want to save the planet, kill yourself and one less person.
But do you not think there's accountability and responsibility for us to think about other things apart from killing ourselves?
Nope.
Isn't that quite futile and defeatist?
Yes. Granted, you're a little young guy who wants to save the world. A, you're not going to do it. The best impact you could have is die. Do you not want to die for the planet?
Not really, no.
That's a dark but logically consistent point. If reducing human impact is the ultimate goal, not existing would have the biggest effect. Obviously, nobody actually wants that, which shows even extreme activists value human life over their principles. The reality is we need balance and practical solutions. Yes, factory farming has issues. We should reduce unnecessary waste and harm. But treating all animal agriculture as evil or human existence as the problem doesn't help anyone. Want change? Support better farming practices, buy from ethical sources when possible, reduce consumption of the worst offenders. These are real, actionable steps that don't require extreme ideology or attacking people's livelihoods. The middle ground is where progress actually happens. Local farms with good animal welfare standards, sustainable practices, reducing waste, these things work because people can actually implement them without completely upending their lives or condemning everyone who disagrees. Extreme positions just create division and shut down conversation. Practical solutions that acknowledge both human needs and animal welfare create actual positive change. That's how you make a difference instead of just making enemies. Quick break. If you're enjoying the content, we now have memberships. For a small investment that helps the channel grow, you get custom emojis, loyalty badges, and priority replies if you want my take on something. For those who want to help shape the channel, join the steering committee and vote in exclusive polls on what content comes next. Check out the options below. Now back to the video.
Do you think that Americans should pay reparations for slavery?
I think it's a good idea.
Who do you think should pay for it, in your opinion?
The government, taxpayers, why not?
There's a lot of people that weren't here when slavery existed. Should they still pay for it?
Sure.
What?
What the fuck? What do you think about hate speech? Like, where do you fall in that?
Obviously, we are, land of the free. We have free speech here, and I think that's an incredible thing. Hate speech is also a way to express. It is wrong, but in a way, you can't just put a press on people and tell them, no, you can't say that, because that is what free speech is. And if you believe something is right, the government cannot tell you you're not allowed to say that.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Name a European country known for its architecture.
Europe.
Name a European country known for its architecture. You just repeated the question.
Yeah.
You said Europe. Just trying to trick us. And I'm gonna just include every country.
That's right.
In Europe. Well, let's see, someone else might have heard that.
Okay.
Survey said. What? Did you mishear it?
Yeah, I obviously.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Obviously, if you had a second chance at that, what would you say?
Is this my second chance?
No, but if you had one, what would you have said? Name a...
like Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I should have said, Egypt. Like the pyramids, right, Jerry?
What if you had a third chance? What if you had a...
Jerry!
What if you had a... No, what if you had a third chance?
Someone left that comment below the video. It took me a minute to understand what they were getting at, but that's a wild comment.
If NASA says it's too hot to go to the sun, then why don't we go at night when the sun turns off? Here's a twist. It'll be cold. Isn't that concerning?
Huh? If you saved $1 a day for a year, do you know how much money you'd have? Roughly $30,000.
If you're 25 and you and your friends don't meet up to day trade, how are you expecting to be a millionaire in your 20s?
If you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner? Like, that's the wrong mindset. You should be thinking, how can I buy this restaurant?
Flip your mindset.
Yo, shout the season, man. Shout the season, man. Yo, I'm this nigga boy, big fight.
How many times bigger is it than Earth? Like...
The moon?
Yeah.
No, not bigger.
Yeah, it is.
The moon? Nah.
You just said you're so into it and you don't know that the moon's bigger than Earth.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is.
It is. The moon is bigger than Earth. Surely it has to be, because when you're looking at the moon from Earth, it's huge, but like, it's so far away from us.
Saying the moon is bigger than Earth is absolutely wild. This is basic astronomy. Earth is about 4 times wider than the moon and has roughly 50 times the volume. The moon is literally orbiting Earth because Earth's gravity is holding it. That doesn't happen if the moon is bigger.
I had a fashion house. I did it for 20 years, but then I realized after 20 years of doing fashion that I never loved fashion. I just did it because I'm a girl and everyone told me that's what girls should be doing. And I felt like I was cornered into like an industry based on my gender. And it was making money. It was doing good. I was doing fashion shows all over the world and catwalks and everything, fashion weeks. But I was like, I'm not happy. Even if it's making money, I'm not happy. You know, I'd rather take that energy and do something I love, because I feel like success is, and I've heard that from a friend of mine. He said, don't love your job, job your love. So don't
I love that.
Yeah.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If I had a flat tire, would you A, help me fix it? Like come out, help me fix it. B, buy me a new car.
In my day-to-day life, I don't need a man to fix my car. I'll just go to the mechanic.
Little buddy, we see to all his bands. Bitch, I done got rich, get with no advance.
This is how to change a hubcap. Part 1. Go!
Oh my god! Shit, my legs, damn.
Go. You can do it.
I need your gloves.
I don't have gloves. She's angry.
Would you rather get $1 a second or $1 million in one day?
Probably $1 a second. There's like, what, 86,000 seconds? Yeah, I'd be rich as fuck in 10 days. I'd have that meal.
How do you know there's 86,000 seconds in a day?
I don't know. It's like you see when you know there's 24 hours in a day. That's just one of the things you know. So yeah, I'd have $86,000 like a day like that.
I don't think anybody knows it like that.
Well, I've had days where I just wish I could.
There's only 60 seconds in a day.
The girl says there are only 60 seconds in a day, which is stupid. However, besides that, wouldn't $1 million a day still be more than $1 each second? Let's do the math. There are 86,400 seconds in a day, so $1 per second would be $86,400 per day. $1 million a day is $1 million. So yeah, $1 million a day is still way more. The boyfriend knew how many seconds are in a day, but somehow can't see that $1 million is bigger than 86,400. The girlfriend thinks there are only 60 seconds in a day, which is just wild. She's confusing seconds in a minute with seconds in a day.
If companies can pay women less, why don't they hire all women?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Really?
I understand your argument, and I understand that you're angry.
I'm not angry.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm not angry.
Your voice.
I'm hearing my voice and I sound pretty calm.
You have now shifted the quality of your voice, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And you've just given me a condescending look, and that's another reason why we need feminism. And now I'm done, and thank you so much.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Your ID is racist, yeah? Like, should you need an ID to vote?
No, I don't think so, no.
Is it racist that CVS asks you for an ID to buy Sudafed?
Well, I think that there are certain people that should not be allowed to buy Sudafed, so I think it's a good idea.
So it's more important that you use an ID to buy Sudafed, but not to vote for the person that runs this country?
I'm not exactly sure.
That makes absolutely no sense and shows the inconsistency in the logic. An ID is obviously important for voting. If no ID were required, you could just go to different voting locations and vote multiple times without getting registered. This would completely change the outcome and make elections meaningless. Instead of 10 million legitimate votes in a country with 14 million eligible voters, you'd suddenly have 30 million votes counted. That wouldn't make any sense and would undermine the entire democratic process. We require IDs for buying cold medicine, getting on planes, opening bank accounts, renting cars, basically everything important. But somehow requiring it for voting, which determines who leads our country, is considered controversial? That's backwards. If access to IDs is the issue, then work on making IDs more accessible to everyone. Don't eliminate the security measure entirely. Here's what I want you to take away. Most issues aren't black and white, and most people actually agree on more than they think. Instead of immediately assuming the worst about people who disagree with you, try to understand their perspective. Ask questions instead of making accusations. Look for the middle ground, where reasonable people can find solutions that work for everyone. Whether it's about veganism, voting, relationships, or anything else, attacking people doesn't change minds, it just creates enemies. Having calm, rational conversations where you actually listen to each other is how real progress happens. We don't need more division and fighting. We need more people willing to find common ground and work together on practical solutions. Be that person. Listen more, attack less, and look for ways to bridge gaps instead of widening them. Take care out there, and remember, we're all just trying to figure this out together.